Rotor fever at its peak, the world clamored for a sequel. The crack team of writers from the first movie soon produced a working draft. Sadly, due to artistic differences, that sequel would never come to be.
Script approval? What was that boy thinking?
But it made sense at the time. You know, he demanded script approval because he figured he could get away with it. He thought he had a sure thing either way. Our band was getting really big at that point in time.
Once again cashing in on their newfound fame, the newlywed couple had cut an album and launched a world tour.
Rotormania. That was the ticket. We played every hot joint in North America. I mean, CBG was in New York. We did the Whiskey in LA. We went over to Japan for a while. I guess about 3 weeks we were in Japan. That was, oh, you see some weird stuff over there. You can't imagine the things that happen in Japan. Toured the States some more till he started with the drugs the first time around. And I mean, I've never seen somebody spiral out of control so fast in my life. I mean, we just went down.
But with the encouragement of his closest friends, R.O.T.O.R sought help here at the John Belushi Rehabilitation Center of Sunnydale, California. After weeks of extensive rehabilitative therapy, R.O.T.O.R was proclaimed cured. Clean and sober, R.O.T.O.R accepted Fox Television's offer for the lead on a new sitcom.
I was all excited. This was it, you know, and he gets there, he calls me when his plane gets in, and he's on his way, baby, to the hotel and whatever, and the last time I heard from the little shit.
That little shit had a hit.
I called you, but you could not look around. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
R.O.T.O.R found himself in front of the camera once again, but this time with an important social message.
Oh, I see. Just because my friends do drugs doesn't mean I have to. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Oh. When I first started at R.O.T.O.R on the block, it was the time of my life. I met R.O.T.O.R and he swept me off my feet. We got married after he got rid of that other girl. But then things went downhill. R.O.T.O.R had a second bout of drug use, and things really went downhill when he started to direct.
R.O.T.O.R's drug use and ego once again began to affect his work. The network took notice with his inexplicable decision to use a Shark Tank as a pivotal plot point. Out of work and out of control, R.O.T.O.R spiraled even deeper into the clutches of sexual and drug addiction. Eventually, the inevitable happened, and R.O.T.O.R was arrested.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement.
This is basically the third time we've been out here this week. We get numerous complaints from this place. Sorry excuse for a flop house. Pretty much caters to your fallen D-list celebrities and your washed-up sitcom actors. Anyway, this is a really pathetic story. A guy had everything and lost it. LAPD! Mr. R.O.T.O.R, we know you're in there! LAPD, Mr. R.O.T.O.R, open the door! This is your last chance! See, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Alright, freeze! Oh my god, alright. I need backup in here! Backup! Come on, buddy! Come on, you're going downtown. Come on!
During his meteoric rise and subsequent crash, R.O.T.O.R left a trail of broken lives in his path. But not all of the stories are so bitter.
Yes, I truly treasure the time I spent working on that movie with R.O.T.O.R. He was such a delight to work with. Oh, I remember in particular that kitchen scene. Oh, what fun.
Hey! You can't come in here like that!
You know, what most people don't realize was that R.O.T.O.R was a method actor, like myself. Of course, that's all in the past now. No one will hire an actor that looks like this.
Though R.O.T.O.R Rotor's management refused us an interview, they assure us that he is still actively pursuing a career in show business. As a matter of fact, he's even working off his sentence at this theater by acting with the mentally challenged.
Adrian, will you marry me?
But what about John?